All right, Sagittarius, let's begin because February is a big month for everybody because it is eclipse season. So we have two eclipses happening this month, a lunar eclipse and a solar eclipse. So the first one that's happening is we're having the lunar eclipse, and it's happening on February the 10th. And it's happening at 22 degrees of Leo. So that is that's going to impact you because Leo is a fellow fire sign. And Leo rules your ninth house. So eclipses are jacked up, intense full moon energy. And they have the power for, up to, even 3 months after the fact. So when it's a lunar eclipse, it's something coming to fruition, culmination, something coming to an end, a chapter closing. And it's having to do with ninth house related matters for you. So ninth house could be, it could be some kind of, something to do with foreign people, places, or travel. It can have to do with higher education, learning or teaching, in maybe a university, something in a, higher education system. Court as well, something to do with, if you're involved in the legal system at all with lawyers or, wrapped up in court stuff. So anyways, that's happening around that lunar eclipse. But on the same day as the lunar eclipse, we have Mercury and Venus in a harmonious conversation. Mercury is in Aquarius, which is compatible with your sign, and Venus is in Aries, another fellow fire sign. So that's happening from your third to your fifth house. So I feel like whatever happens around this lunar eclipse, it's going to be positive. It's going to be like positive energy around. So anyways, let's see how that plays out for you. Moving on, February 9th to the 14th, the sun is still transiting in the sign of Aquarius. And again, Aquarius, it rules your third house. So the sun is there making really harmonious aspects to some of the big players in the sky, including Uranus, Saturn, and Jupiter. And then shortly thereafter, February 20th to around the 26th, Mercury, which is also in Aquarius, transiting your third house, will be making those same harmonious aspects that the sun did. So you've got the support from the sun and Mercury in your third house, making harmonious aspects to those big players, telling me that again your third house of communication is going to be quite lit up for you in February. So all around communication should go really well. Any sort of contracts that you may be involved with should go really well for you. Even siblings are part of the third house. So if there was any, anything to do with siblings, that should go extremely well. Any kind of writing project, communication all around. So if you're, in the media type of business or, promotions, retail, that sort of thing, that's all third house related. So I see, good stuff coming from third house for you in February. Okay, moving on. Now we're going to talk about the solar eclipse that we're having, and that's happening on February 26th, 8 degrees of Pisces. And Pisces rules your fourth house. So solar eclipse, again, it's an eclipse, so it's that jacked up, intense new moon energy. And new moons are about new beginnings, new opportunities, doors opening within, your fourth house related matters, which could have anything to do with family, your home, property, buying and selling of property, even your emotional security is also a part of the fourth house. So again, I see it as being something positive, that that some kind of new beginning within home or family. Okay, next we're going to talk about your ruling planet Jupiter, which is still transiting in the sign of Libra in your 11th house. It is going retrograde this month on February the 5th. And so wherever Jupiter is providing you with blessings, with luck, with wisdom, with expansion. And when the planet goes retrograde, it asks you to do more internalizing of those blessings and abundance that Jupiter is trying to provide for you in your life. And it's happening in your 11th house. So your 11th house is, it's a social house. It's about, like who you share ideas with, your friends, your associates, benefactors, groups and clubs and organizations that you belong to. It's also about your long-term gains. So, just do some internalizing about those areas that I just said. And once Jupiter gets out of retrograde, it'll be in retrograde for about 5 months or so. Then you can start to manifest those blessings from Jupiter. And then I'm going to talk about the Sun will be leaving the sign of Aquarius and entering into the sign of Pisces on February the 18th. And then that will enter into your fourth house. So again, your fourth house is already becoming activated, and then the Sun will be moving in there on February the 18th, and lighting up that part of your life, the home, family, property, emotional security, that part of your, that's where things will be lit up for you once the Sun moves into Pisces. And then lastly, I'm going to talk about Mars and Venus is transiting in your sister fire sign Aries, and that's in your fifth house. So wherever Mars is where our drive, our energy, our passion, our will, our determination is. So Mars and Venus in Aries in your fifth house. This could be a really great time, like for you to have lots of fun. Fifth house is the fun house. It's the pleasure house. It's a pleasure-seeking house. So this could have to do with, dating, romance, children, creativity, creative projects, fun all around. So when those two planets are coupled together, Venus adds, sort of that light touch on, Mars's aggression. So, again, it's Venus is about pleasure as well, like what we love, what we find beautiful, what we, the pleasure that we get out of life. And so I think with those two planets there being activated in your fifth house, February should be a really fun, maybe even romantic, fun, time for you, Sagittarius. So I'm happy to tell you that.